people with increased genetic risk of dementia. The diagram on the left illustrates the potential protective mechanisms against dementia by targeting these risk factors. For example, managing diabetes, cholesterol, hypertension, quitting smoking, and reduce obesity can prevent and delay dementia by by decreasing vascular damage, reduce dementia-related neuropathology, reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. As you have probably noticed, that many of these risk factors are closely tied to lifestyle and diet, which brings us to the core of my research. Therefore, the primary objective of my research was to identify dietary patterns associated with a better attention to nutrition information. However, this does not fully explain the high saturated fat and sugar intake or the low calcium and dietary fiber intake. It has been suggested that nutritional knowledge alone may only help individuals understand the food-related terminology, but does not necessarily influence attitudes or behavior towards healthy eating. There were limitations in terms of at which time frame the prevalence was taken. So for our study, it was 2011 to 2016. So within that time period, the prevalence was like this, but it might change over time. So I guess for when we look at prevalence, not necessarily have to compare with other studies, because this is the prevalence of the local population and your local, so it's more meaningful to look at locally. Yeah.
Just an add-on question. So you use the DAHA, is it correct?
Yeah.
The population. In Singapore, is there only database that's like specific to your purpose? Or others as well?
As in why I chose DAHA?
No, is it the only database that we have in Singapore?
No, there are multiple other bases. The largest one is called, that I know of, is the Singapore Chinese health study. It consists of over 10,000 and a very, very long follow-up study that is available, and there is still a continuation of on using its data for. It's still under. I think it's still undergoing follow-ups as well as analyzing the data. Okay. Yeah, and other than this, there's also other cohorts like SG90. There's different names, ACEs. They're all looking at aging populations in Singapore.
Why did you choose DAHA?
I chose DAHA as mainly because this is a data set owned by our lab group, and I have access to all the data. Because previously I encountered issues where I keep trying to ask people for the data set, and then I feel it's very or suggest the potential for targeted intervention. Although no mediating effect of inflammatory markers or significant influence of the ApoE gene were found, these results highlight the need for future research on how diet, cognitive health, and genetic interacts, guiding future studies and personalized nutritional strategies for the Asian population. Finally, it is important to recognize that cognitive decline and dementia are influenced by a complex interplay of multiple risk and protective factors throughout life. As a result, relying on a single dietary intervention may not produce significant effects on cognitive health. Future prevention efforts should adopt a multi-component approach, combining dietary guidance with other lifestyle interventions, and this is also what I will be working on after this PhD. A short advertisement here. We are currently having this multi-domain lifestyle intervention study that is still recruiting participants. So the primary aim of this study is to determine whether lifestyle factors are associated with cognitive decline and its associated biomarkers such as epigenetic age and markers of inflammation. If you happen to know someone who might be eligible for this study, we will appreciate your referral. And importantly, there is generous reimbursement provided throughout the study. To end, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my primary PhD supervisor, Dr. Fong Lei, and co-supervisor Brian Kennedy for their constant support, guidance, and expertise throughout the entirety of my PhD research. I'm also equally thankful to Dr. Su Ling, Prof. Jiang, who's not here today, and the examiners for their valuable feedback and constructive criticism, which greatly enhanced the quality of my work. A special thanks to Dr. Irwin Chi, also not here today, for his expertise in biomarker analysis and the technical support in processing our blood samples. This research would not have been possible without the generous funding from the NMRC grants awarded to Dr. Fong Lei and the support from our community partners. Finally, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to everyone in the Fong Lei lab, both past and present, for your support and encouragement throughout my PhD journey. Thank you all for making my thesis a reality. And here's some publications which I've made throughout my candidature.